Salutations, everybody. Today, I will be reviewing another SpongeBob SquarePants episode. That is right, you guys. I'm back again with more reviews from the one and the only EB, the original master. So today, I'll be reviewing an episode that I've recently saw. I've already seen it a couple of times already, but I want to review this anyways. Today I'll be reviewing Food Con Castaways from season 9 that aired back in July of 2016. So today I'll be reviewing Food Con Castaways, and I'm going to upload this to YouTube so people can see what I have to say about this episode. I'm going to give you guys the goods and the bads of the episode. So, Food Con Castaways is an episode from SpongeBob SquarePants for the 9th season, and it was actually a lineup of episodes that actually aired throughout the week of July 11th. I think these episodes came out in the week of July 11th, so I'm going to July 11th through July 15th, I believe, is when they did the lineup of these episodes. So, Food Con Castaways, the episode is about Mr. Krabs. So basically the episode is Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward going to Food Con for them to win the golden cornucopia for the Krusty Krab, I guess. I think that's what the reason why they went there for. So they all go on a road trip to Food Con where they can get the golden cornucopia for the Krusty Krab restaurant. So everybody is upset that Mr. Krabs is taking them on a small little car, so they're going to drive in a small little car with a camper attached to it, which I thought it was pretty ridiculous. If you guys didn't notice, I actually saw this episode on a live stream on YouTube. So there was a live stream of 24 hours of SpongeBob episodes, and Food Con Castaways was one of the episodes on the 24-hour lineup. So I saw the episode through the YouTube live stream last month in December, you guys. So the episode came on YouTube from during the live stream. I didn't see this on kidscartoons.com, but if you want to see this on kidscartoons.com, the link will be in the description. So Mr. Krabs and them drive off to Food Con. So there's this one moment where there's these trucks going by, and then SpongeBob and Patrick wanted to say hi to the trucks by asking them to pull their horns for them. So they did like a little tugging animation, and then the truck drivers tugged their horns to say hi at them. So Squidward didn't want to do one, so SpongeBob and Patrick forces him to do it. So Squidward decided to do one, and then there's this one truck who lowered his smokestack, not from the back, from the side. You know the really large 18-wheelers? They're like these smokestacks on the side of the trucks. So he lowered his smokestack and just spewed black, toxicated smoke on poor Squidward. Okay, Nickelodeon, I think you've tortured Squidward far enough, and I think it's time for you to take a break with it. So Mr. Krabs is driving. SpongeBob and Patrick are being childish on the way to Food Con. So Mr. Krabs told everyone to be quiet, to not make a peep until they get to Food Con. So SpongeBob, being dumb and not listening or being a respective person, he decided to peep anyways. And that's when Mr. Krabs and everyone drove off course. They didn't drive off course. SpongeBob warned Mr. Krabs that he was about to drive off course over the fact that Mr. Krabs told them that they can't talk until they get to Food Con. So out of nowhere, they crashed through a sign, they ended up in the waterfall, and they ended up out in the middle of nowhere, so they're becoming castaways now, thus naming the episode Food Con Castaways. So the whole gang are castaways now, and so they have to figure out the way to get to Food Con before it's too late, or else they won't get the golden cornucopia. So we got this really pointless scene of SpongeBob trying to tug on. So he was tugging the car because the car somehow no longer works. So he ends up tugging on it, and then they are stranded out in the middle of nowhere. So basically, before they got castawayed, before they went ahead and became castaways, they're like a whole. So the camper that was being attached to the car had a had a supply of Krabby Patties that was going to be used for Food Con, but somehow Patrick ate all the Krabby Patties and he became fat. Again, I don't know what the writers were thinking, but I think they wanted to add the humor, but that wasn't humorous whatsoever, of Patrick eating all of the Krabby Patties, and SpongeBob held it on to one last one. So SpongeBob actually held on to one last Krabby Patty that he was going to use for Food Con. So everybody ended up in a deserted jungle area. So SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, and Squidward are in a deserted jungle area where they are castaways, and everybody was hungry, so they wanted to eat the last Krabby Patty that SpongeBob was holding on to. But you know SpongeBob, he's the smart one. He says, "No, I can't let you eat this, or else we won't win Food Con. Remember, Mr. Krabs? Think about Food Con, Mr. Krabs." This entire episode was them trying to survive, or trying to figure out a way to escape from the jungle, and at the slightest, it really wasn't humorous or something to make me laugh, but it was something. So basically, this entire episode was them getting almost attacked by these wild jungle animals, and then vice versa, and all that crazy stuff, until the Krabby Patty started talking to SpongeBob. He said, "I know you want to eat me. I know you want to eat me. So why don't you plop me in your mouth and let me eat you?" But someone said, "No, I can't. I can't eat you. I just can't. I gotta give you the Food Con." So they went to an eat or be eaten moment where everybody wanted to eat each other. So, I mean, they don't want to eat each other. They wanted to eat that last Krabby Patty that SpongeBob had. So SpongeBob escaped from the jungle, and then he ended up in Food Con. So yes, the jungle let him out. So SpongeBob escaped from the jungle area. He found himself in Food Con. Everybody else was still attacking for the Krabby Patty until SpongeBob told everyone that they made it to Food Con. So they arrived. SpongeBob accidentally gave the judge the moldy Krabby Patty that he had by mistake. He eats it, and then he liked it, and then it went right in the middle of SpongeBob trying to confirm the judge that it was a moldy one. Of course, Mr. Krabs knocks SpongeBob out the way, and then he gets the golden cornucopia. Everybody lives happily ever after. Ending Food Con Castaways. Now let's move on to the goods and the bads. To be honest, you guys, Food Con Castaways wasn't... I mean, it was just meh. I'm sorry, man. I mean, what is there to laugh at about it in this episode? I mean, there really weren't that great moments in this episode. I mean, it was just boring, and it could have been humorous if they were like fighting in the jungle, and then the camera like zooms out of the jungle and you just hear them getting attacked in the background, or SpongeBob getting attacked or something. But this entire episode was this. Mr. Krabs talking about Food Con. They go to Food Con. They end up with castaways. They made it. They're happily ever after. And then it was just that. There weren't really that funny moments in Food Con Castaways at all. I mean, it was just a whole bunch of filler and miss excuses. So my overall rating for Food Con Castaways from SpongeBob SquarePants is a solid 3.5 stars out of 10. This episode was just boring. It was... I mean, no, wait, meh. If it wasn't meh, I'll probably put this around 4 or the 5 or 6 rating. But I have to give this a 3, so I think this is bad. I think this was a bad episode. Yeah, I'm sorry, this episode wasn't great. I thought the whole Food Con Castaways jizzberries is kind of messed up, but at the end, this episode could have been better if the story write-up was a lot and creative. If the setting location was a lot more better. I mean, I know it's out in the wilderness, but make it almost like the UGG. This episode is almost similar to UGG and Pineapple Fever when they were all fighting for food, and also the episode To Save a Squirrel. So those are examples of episodes where we have the main two characters fighting over food. So in Pineapple Fever, everybody was hungry, so they were fighting for food. UGG, the prehistoric episode, when they were SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward were prehistoric people and they wanted food. And then here we are in Food Con Castaways. They're doing the exact same thing. They're fighting for food because they're hungry and they want something to eat. So Nickelodeon has reused this story elements already. So that's another reason why this episode is a 3.5 stars out of 10. So that was my review for Food Con Castaways. If your ranking for those episodes is all higher than mine, then I'll completely respect your opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed my review for Food Con Castaways from SpongeBob SquarePants. I'll have more SpongeBob episodes reviewed later. The next episode I'm going to upload is Mermaid Pants. I've already reviewed Mermaid Pants, but I haven't uploaded it yet. I'll think about when I'm going to upload it. But if the date that I stayed out in Mermaid Pants is not the date that I'm currently uploading it, then you'll know that the episode was reviewed at an earlier date. That it's not uploaded on the time that I stated. So yeah, Mermaid Pants will be my next upload for a SpongeBob review. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. See you guys next time. Peace out.